Hi there, it's Riikka Kovasin here again, and this time I'm doing some Christmas magic. I'm transforming this blank piece of paper into an art journaling spread. I'm using the Fabriano cardstock that I often use, and I start by adding some acrylic paint on top. I'm just using these little dots of paint and then spreading them with my finger because I'm not going for this solid color block or totally transforming the paper, just adding these splodges of color so the paper will react differently in different places. Then I'm cutting these little gifts loose from the pattern paper and letting the acrylic paint dry while doing so. Next, I'm then adding inks on top of the paper. I chose these pink colors and I use 3 different shades, and one of them is a little bit more red, and I'm mixing them on top of the paper. As you can see, there is some difference between the treated and untreated areas, and this is just what I wanted the acrylic paint to do. It's kind of stealing the paper in a way, so the areas where there is no paint get absorbed more of that ink color, and that creates this kind of a splodgy, varying look to the background. Next, I then added some water on top, lifted that up so I have these like dots there, and then used a Posca marker to write this journaling. I was going for like an old letter idea, so there's just some scribbles there. To highlight the scribbles or the text more, I even added a little bit of stamping in there, and then again took the acrylic paint because the whole background seems a little bit too dark, so I added a little bit of that kind of a creamy color in there, using my finger again to spread the paint and then add some splashes as well. Because the Posca marker isn't totally waterproof, as I'm adding the next layer so close to doodling, I then end up with these gray tones as well, which is fine for me. I then trimmed the paper to fit inside my journal, and I start to make the composition. I'm inking the little gifts, and I also cut loose this character from this kind of a little die cut that's kind of Christmas themed. To add a little frame for her, I used a doily, and then also added this strip of trimmed paper, creating this strong horizontal line that way. To mask the transition between the die cut and the kind of just cut edge, I added some die cut Christmas trees here and there. These are actually from our previous Christmas cards, and well, I die cut quite a lot of them, so there was some overdue, and I've been sparing them for another project. I'm clustering the little parcels near to the Christmas trees and then adding some pearly stickers here and there to give it kind of a vintage touch. As a final touch, I then add a strip of journaling using a sticker and then some Posca marker doodles, these little kind of snowflakes or stars. As the final touch, I then add the pages to my journal. And here's the ready spread and some detail shots. Thank you so much for watching, and wishing you a nice December as it's soon starting. Thanks again. See you next month. Bye.